track from the get. We knew it was strong, it was fast, it was brutal. It had that quality that you want for an opening track for the album. You look back, we got Empty Promises, you got Proven, you got Tear It Down, you got Defeatist, you got all these, tracks that are still in our set till this day. And so we knew it had to come with a hard message. Look, let's take a look at ourselves as a community, whether it's music or society or just within your family. There's this destruction of the middle class. The American dream is not what it used to be. We were brought up on you could have the white picket fence and you could have the marriage and the kids and the dogs and the car and the pool. Now it's like all you hear about is divorce. The mortgage rates are unfair. The car payments are going up. The taxes are going up. Corruption in the government, and there's all sorts of bailouts for the corporate entities, but never for the little guy. And so it's just a song, voicing my frustration about what we were promised as kids. That's completely changed now, and it's like, what are we going to do for the next generation? Maybe if we change the expectation of what the American dream really is, maybe these next kids coming up will have a better opportunity than we did.
Once had a shotgun to my head, they said I wasn't worth the bullets.
Looking Down the Barrel of Today is one of these songs. It's like, it's got to be a banger. It's got to be something that can be like an anthem for myself. It's like, look, the day is either going to control you or you are going to control it. You're either holding the barrel or you're getting it pointed at you. And so I just thought, what's a good mantra that I've always tried to live by? All right, no sleep, no rest, if that's what it takes to be the best. And that's, sometimes that's it. You have to sacrifice. You have to give up the comforts of life. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your whatever's holding you back. And maybe with any sort of change, any sort of metamorphosis, it's not comfortable. The classic. The classic kind of Hatebreed sound is there. It could that song could be off Perseverance if you really think about it. If you A and B it with any song on Perseverance, it holds up, and it's just I thought it was a great second track to just keep that flow really heavy, really fast out of the gate.
Today is not the fucking day.
Seven Enemies is kind of like a take on the seven sins. Every culture, every religion talks about the seven sins, and a lot of those sins are destructive lifestyle patterns, whether it's sloth, gluttony, greed, pride. All those things can consume you and become destructive. And so my frustration with that is seeing how people gravitate towards their vices and gravitate towards these quote-unquote sins, and it consumes them, and then it starts affecting you, especially when it's someone that's involved in your life or your relationships. And so like in the chorus, I voice my frustration. I wish a motherfucker would try to see the world through my eyes. And it's like, I just wanted to simplify it, say something simple that didn't have to be so philosophical or be so metaphorical. It could just say what I want to say, have a short, heavy song, have it be fun, know that the pit's going to erupt when we kick it into the set. In the Walls is one of these songs, I leave it open to the listener's interpretation, but to me, at first I thought, oh, this is going to be about mental illness. I think that's one thing that everybody's like always afraid of. If you have any sort of history of mental illness or depression or anxiety or suicide or anything in your family, you think, is that going to be me? Am I going to go off the rails? Am I going to be lost in my own mind, or am I going to come out of my mind? And so having dealt with sleep paralysis and night terrors and things like that in my past, this is the type of song where you just write some shit and you hope it fits over the music, and people might read it and go, what the fuck is he talking about? But it's something different for us, but it's also like a really sort of fast, heavy hardcore track that's kind of lends, it kind of reminds me of old school Hatebreed, so it definitely fits good in the flow and the sequencing of the record.